Right, hello guys, you're watching the Geek Assemble, and today we're talking about The Walking Dead Series 4, Episode 9 to 16, the finale of Series 4. We've split the series in two parts because the series is so long. We talked about Series 1, 2 and 3 already, so check it out on the channel. So let's get on to Series 4, Walking Dead, Episode 9 to 16. So, we're mixing it all in one go because I think it's easier to talk about. This is just all aftermath from Episode 8, losing the prison. Glenn, still stuck in the prison, has to break out, but he finds one of the women that one of the sisters that the colonel found it was connected to in the family. So her and Glenn go off on their own thing to try and find Glenn's wife, and she feels guilty that she kind of got Glenn's the farmer dude, killed, so she feels guilty, so she's come along to help him. And that's where we lead on to the guy that knows how the world ended. He knows the reason why. And you got some like army soldier dude with the ginger, and he's got a beard, and really hench. And a woman who's very quiet, to be fair, I hardly notice her. But still, them all go and help Glenn after a while, and then they get to the safety zone. So that's their journey kind of done with dealing with some zombies and stuff along the way, which was interesting. We have Daryl, which I think I'm finally getting the names of these characters. It's took me 4 seasons. Daryl, the one with the crossbow, gets with obviously the farmer's sister, the blonde girl, who he helps her. She just goes off on her own thing for some reason. So I guess we'll see her at some point in Series 5 or beyond. But she just goes off and leaves Daryl at one point. But them two got real close. And the character development there with Daryl as well, and showing how his life was and how he wasn't really doing anything. Everyone was trying to guess his job throughout the whole series as a joke. But actually he didn't really have a job. He just followed his brother around. And the character development there of him then losing her going off on her own thing, and or being taken. There could be an option there. But still, Daryl goes off with this group that he doesn't really want to be with, and they're sort of like bikers, but real rough and dodgy people, and they go by the rule of claimed. If you claim something, then it's theirs. If you lie, you get beaten to death, sort of thing in their territory there. And Rick and his son, where did they go? They went to this house, which turned out to be Daryl's bikers' friends. Before he met Daryl, they were in that house, and basically Rick killed one of them, and Rick encounters Daryl's friends later on when Daryl's there, and we'll get on to him in a minute. However, his son and Rick have an episode to themselves, and it was quite interesting to see how his son is acting, and it took him a while to get emotional around it and stuff, his emotions in check. And Rick needed to recover from what the Colonel did to him. So that was cool, that was interesting. And eventually it leads to the woman with the sword, the samurai sword, finding them and then helping them along the way. Of course, deals with them running away from the biker gang, you could say Daryl's group. Also zombies along the way, and then they follow a track. Just like Glenn is trying to find his girlfriend, which he does. They all follow this train track, and now Rick and the woman in the samurai sword are following the train track. We have Daryl's group. They are following the train track. However, everyone's following this track, and everyone's going to this safety zone. And obviously Rick encounters Daryl's friends, and they know that he broke into that house and killed one of their mates, so they want to kill Rick. And one of the guys wants to do, as in jiggy with Rick's son, and it's like, wow. And Rick goes rampage and kills them all, basically. Which his son is seeing and turning a bit, Rick's son's even noticing that he's turning into a monster as such. Because I've noticed for the last 2 seasons now, he's starting to do things, which is a bit off, and I think it's going to cause problems later on. But anyway, then eventually Rick and all that go to the safety zone. So that's them done, and the bikers all get killed off, so Daryl's with them. We have one more people to follow now. The guy and the girls. And obviously we find Sophia's mom, who I forgot the name of again. She kind of helps them and they bump into her and she helps them and stuff. However, one of the girls I think is very mentally ill or has problems of such, and like, yeah, she's not fully there, and it causes her to not want to kill zombies and then wants to become a zombie, which causes problems to eventually her killing the sister. Also, Rick's baby, she grabs and, suffocates a little bit. It's like, whoa, this is dark. This is dark. This child's not right. Which obviously leads Sophia's mom to killing her. But we see them how attached they are for the last couple of episodes, and they grow as a group, and it is really hard for her to do as well. We also have that other guy and the confrontation between Sophia's mom and him, telling this she killed the inmates to stop the virus from spreading out and stuff. But he forgives, and we don't really see where they go next, but they're off ready for the track. So I guess they're on their way for Series 5 because they don't continue for the rest of the series. And that's kind of where things are left. Oh, and Sophia's mom has to kill the kid that's gone a bit, because she's not safe to be around and humans and stuff. And yeah, so it's quite shocking that she kills her sister, that little girl, as well. So yeah. Anyway, all of our groups got to the destination. That's good. No, it's not. It's a trap. These people are trying to get all the weapons, and then they trap them all in a container where Rick's angry, and he realises they're all together. Glenn and his girlfriend and the woman who's from the Colonel and the ginger guy and the scientist dude trying to save the world. And you've got also Daryl and the samurai sword woman and Rick's son and Rick, all trapped in the container. They all know each other, or they're all willing to be friends together. So as soon as that container opens, all war is going to break loose for Series 5. And I love that, but it's also left on a cliffhanger. Like, god damn it. If you had to wait, I don't know how long for each series. Lucky for me, I have the box set and it's all wrapped up, so I can just binge watch and continue on. Whereas you guys, I don't know how long it took for you guys to find out the answer to the next resolution. But I feel like this is such a step up, and a lot of characters get developed. Sophia's mom talks about how losing a child, the kid's mental health and stuff. You also have the aspect of Rick recovering, and we learn about the woman with the samurai sword. We finally learn she had a kid. It obviously got killed, and the two zombies, we finally learn who they were and stuff like that, which was a big mystery around her. So all things are kind of wrapping up quite nicely there, and the development as go on with such as Daryl and stuff. So I think there's a lot of character development happening in this series to make it stand up better than Series 3. Series 1 and 2 are still my faves. Series 3 was a little down dip, and Series 4's dropped it back up to the top, like pulled it right back up. And I'm going to give this series out of 10 an 8.5. I think it's solid. I've enjoyed it. I've binge watched it in 2 days. From episode 1 to 16. I've just been binge watching this and enjoying it for the weekend. So yeah, but obviously my review come out for the first half last week for you. So timey-wimey, but yeah, I'm going to check out Series 5 now. So stay tuned for my reviews of Series 5 and what I really think of it. But honestly, there's no problems at the moment. I'm not having any. I'm just enjoying this show. But of course, we don't just do Walking Dead. We do Marvel, DC, and Jones, Rick and Morty, Chucky, you name it. Really space to be for you. Let me to join Jenny and subscribe. As always, I'll see you guys in a review very soon. Have a nice day.